This is CNN Breaking News. This is CNN Breaking News.
This just in, President Ronald Reagan reveals his new plan to protect the country from nuclear annihilation, and it's more far-fetched than at first glance. For the past 30 years, we have been at war with the Soviet Union in the fight over the superior ideology, capitalism or communism. In this war, the US has been developing the atomic bomb in order to keep itself safe. However, the USSR has been doing much of the same, and we are still in the middle of a standstill, in the middle of a nuclear arms race. What has prevented the outbreak of another war is the idea of MAD, or mutually assured destruction, where if one country launches a nuclear weapon at the other, the defending country will be able to retaliate, and eventually both countries will be destroyed. President Ronald Reagan just announced his new plan to defend against a nuclear attack from the USSR, which could replace the current strategy of mutually assured destruction. The new plan, called the Strategic Defense Initiative, is a defense system designed to intercept nuclear missiles and make them impotent and obsolete before they reach the United States. This new plan to stop USSR missiles from reaching the United States is a far-fetched idea and will no doubt take years to build. But Reagan is hopeful it will come to fruition, and he is backing the development of this new technology. Let's take a look at President Reagan's speech.
Our objective is a world of lasting peace, one in which no one country could shatter the future by the insane launch of a nuclear attack on another. As most of you know all too well, U.S. defense policy over the last 2 decades has been based on what some call the balance of terror. Deterrence between the United States and the Soviet Union has been achieved by a perception that both sides have sufficient nuclear capability to inflict unacceptable damage on the other. In other words, there would be no winners. So far, this concept has served us well, but I've always been deeply disturbed, as I think you must be too, at the thought that this would be a permanent solution. For many reasons, it is now time to look toward a long-term solution. It's time to start lowering the risk. The peoples of the world are demanding it, and future generations have every right to expect it. We need your help, and I hope your support in carrying out this long-term shift away from offensive nuclear weapons and toward greater reliance on defense against attack.
This excerpt from President Reagan's speech shows that it will take a long time, but the president has full confidence that SDI will come. However, sources say that much of the needed technology has not been developed, and the cost of producing it would be very high indeed. The intended audience of Reagan's speech is the American people, to comfort them and ease their nerves about nuclear war with the USSR. Unfortunately, this has the potential to increase tensions with the USSR rather than decrease them. Sources say that the Kremlin quickly condemned it as a first-strike weapon, pointing out that once America had a shield in place to protect it from retaliation, it would be free to launch a nuclear attack upon the USSR. This hurts the US credibility as a defensive actor in this war. Up next, Reagan under the gun for violating the Boland Amendment by giving money to the Contras in Nicaragua. But we'll be right back after this short break.
Mike Bloomberg started as a middle-class kid who had to work his way through college, then built a business from a single room to a global entity, creating tens of thousands.
We are back. A new report shows that the president may have broken the Boland Amendment and made a secret agreement with an Iranian terrorist group known as Hezbollah. The report says that Reagan offered $30 million of military weapons to the group in exchange for the release of 7 American hostages. Reagan supposedly only spent $12 million on the weapons and spent the remaining $18 million on backing the Contras, an anti-communist rebel group in Nicaragua. So not only did he break the Boland Amendment, he also negotiated with terrorists, which he had previously denounced, and ignored the arms embargo on Iran. In his response on Thursday, he denied the allegations. So what really happened here? Well, for now, we don't know. But we'll keep you updated as new investigations take place.